Hello, everybody. Welcome to Telli Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, and all things in between. We are here at the famous Classic Cat, and I am here with entrepreneur and professional golfer Sam Yee.
Hello.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, my pleasure. Cheers to my last episode of the day. Woo!
Thank you.
So, for the people that don't know your journey, how did you get to where you are today?
Okay, so I moved out of my house when I was 15 years old. That's when I really took golf seriously. I moved out of the house with a golf coach that I knew, my family knew. Lived with him for 3 years.
Did you golf before you moved out?
I did.
Okay.
I golfed from 9 to 12, and I quit, played basketball, and realized I was Asian, and I was short. I was like, okay, I can't play basketball anymore. So my family came to me, my mom and dad, and they said, do you want to take golf seriously? Because we have a family friend that you can move in and train with, like homeschool.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let's do it. I hate school. I did not like school. And I moved out from 15 to 18, and it was really tough because I wanted to talk to girls. I wanted to have friends, but
You wanted to be a teenager.
I wanted to be a teenager.
Right.
But I gave that up, and because I knew, you know what, at that time I felt like I have something here with golf. I have some kind of talent, so let's tap in. So thankfully I did that, even though it was really tough till 18. Then I moved out back home. Then my dad was like, you can't stay home. Like, you're too comfortable.
Right.
So go to a hotel. Like, find a hotel where you could live in an OC. Because my coaches were in OC.
Right.
So I had to, like,
So how long were you home before your dad was like, this is not it?
I think like 10 months. I was home 10 months, and I was happy to be home. You know, I miss I love my parents.
Right, absolutely.
And after 10 months, they were like, hey, look, we love that you're home, but you got to get out again because you need to focus. You need to practice.
And let me tell you guys, I'm half Asian too. So Asian parents are very, very strict when it comes to getting your shit together, okay?
Absolutely. 15, they're asking me if I'm taking it serious. I'm like, okay, I am.
Right.
And yeah, I moved out, went through all these hotels in OC, and I'm trying to talk to the
But
manager.
you had an income at 15, 18 years old to be able to do the things that you were doing.
So I didn't have an income, but thankfully it was a family friend, so he took me in. But
So how did your parents expect you to like live on your own if you didn't have an income?
So I was living with the coach.
Oh, got it.
So they were like, helping with rent and like food, obviously. But it took its toll after 3 years. It's just a lot of money. So they're like, yo, we can't do this. That was part of it. We can't continue this. So I moved out, and then I was trying to make deals with all these managers at hotels in Orange County. My first hotel I made a deal with when I was 19 off of Lake Forest. I made Providence Hotel. I made a deal with the manager. Like, look, I can't afford your actual rate, but I can give a discount. If you can give me a discount, I can pay up front for a month. So I did that, trained with my coaches, and then 21, I win a big event.
You won a big event.
I won a big event at 21 years old.
So this whole time you were transitioning into like your living situation, you were still golfing.
I was still golfing.
Got it.
I was still golfing. I was just doing my thing. My parents knew nothing about golf, so they relied on me to just figure it out. So I was trying to figure it out, find the right people next to me that could train me. And
So was it like a choice of go to school? Because I know Asian parents. Was it go to school or golf? And if you're golfing, you got to figure it out on your own?
to be honest, my mom was like, my son's going to be a pastor. That's what my mom's mindset was.
Right.
And I was like, Mom, I ain't going to be a pastor. I just can't.
Sorry, Mom, love you, but...
Yeah, I got to play golf. So that was the mindset for me. And so, no, like I had to figure it out on my own. And yeah, I won when I was 21. And that's a whole nother journey. I won a tour where I could travel around like 8 countries.
Oh, wow.
So I played in Thailand, China, Japan, Korea, Indonesia, Australia, Fiji.
How was that experience?
If social media was lit back then, oh my God. I didn't vlog anything. I didn't film anything.
Gosh.
I know.
And this was at 21.
So I was 21 years old, 21 going on 22.
How is that feeling of like exhilaration of I'm 21 years old and I just won my first tour?
I got arrogant. I was arrogant. I was ahead of myself. Just to be honest, I was big-headed.
Golf is tough.
It was tough, you know, because people don't realize this about golf and pro golf. I'm not saying it's not a blessing, because it is, but there's Monday through Sunday. You have press, you have pro-ams, obligations, you have sponsor dinners. So you really got to be on top of your time management.
How did you manage your time?
Not
At
good.
21.
Not good. That's why I played like shit. When I was 21, it was the biggest eye-opener, because I played terrible. I did not play well, but I'm in the winners category, so it was just like I'm treated like a champion.
And you have that advantage.
I had that advantage. And so I remember playing in China. I was playing with the president of Volvo. I was doing all these things, and I was nervous, you know, because I was a raw player. I wasn't bred into golf. So I had to figure things out on my own. And there was a lot of things I just was like, man, I have no idea what's going on.
And golf is like, if you have a bad day, you're swinging bad. Like your whole, golf is a very, very tough, expensive, strenuous sport. Like people, I feel like golf doesn't get the appreciation that they genuinely deserve, because it's not like, I'm not like bringing other sports down, but it's not like basketball, or it's not like football, or it's not like hockey, which are all difficult sports, boxing, whatever it may be. Like you have to know which way the wind is going. You have to, like, every little detail matters in golf.
Absolutely.
Every little detail.
100%.
And it's so mentally, I feel, to me, draining, because it's like you have to like really be focused, patient, and not, and I'm nowhere near a professional, but like, you know, it's just so hard.
It's very difficult. That's why I really appreciate your tournament, because I look forward to every year. I've been going to Telli's tournament for the past 2 years, and Telli does it right. You know, I've been to many events. I've been to over 1,000 tournaments in my life, professional, amateur, junior golf. And Telli's event, we're being fed correctly, number one. The drinks are on point. The vibe is amazing. Everyone's so awesome, open, and there's so many celebrities, but everyone's just chill, you know? And so that's why I look forward. And she had it at Pelican Hill. I'm not even trying to promote her tournament right now. I'm just being real.
Thank you.
Pelican Hill is like one of the best courses in all of SoCal, and it was amazing.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that was.
Thank you. It's a lot of work to do tournaments.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to round people up. It's a lot of work to get people to actually donate. You know what I'm saying? Like the auction is a lot of work.
Yes.
The time, the food, you know, the drinks, the gift.
Yes.
The thing with me is I'm very, very big on like going somewhere and getting a good gift bag. I'm all about like, you know, like, if I'm spending money to attend this event and I'm donating to charity for an even better cause, like we can have an amazing event, but if it's not producing what we're trying to do for the cause that we're trying to do it for, it's pointless. You know, like I'm all about having fun, but the main purpose of the event is to raise funds for charity. And I feel like if you're giving so much money away, whether it's $1,000, $1,500, to just be able to golf, I want you to be able to appreciate where your money is going to. You know, so I feel like if we have a terrible gift bag, then, you know, like, and they're spending $1,000, $1,500 to golf, like, yes, Pelican Hill's expensive, but also, like, I try to go above and beyond with my tournaments.
You do.
Thank you. So I make it so everyone's satisfied, not just the golfer. So if you ever go to a tournament that I have, we have not just golf, but we have a barber, we have cigars, we have makeup, we have cavitation, we have B12 shots, we have literally you name it, and there's someone that I'm connected to that is going to be a part of the tournament, because everyone I feel like that I know are definitely 100% good vibes and just good energy and want to give back. So
and you amazing. Feed the people, like I can't tell you, after your tournament I played probably like 12 tournaments, 8 of them, like, they don't feed us after. Really? That's what I'm saying. She gets it.
I feel like if you're on the course, if my event is 12 hours long, you gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat on the course and off the course, because it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Like, and what if someone gets dehydrated? What if someone passes out?
Right.
Then you have a whole nother liability situation at hand.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking not just from a medical perspective, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, they have to eat.
Right. No, and we ate. Like,
And I'm Asian. Asian people feed people, okay?
We ate. I'll tell you that.
I'm Asian and black, so we both cultures of mine feed people. So I'm like, yeah, we're definitely eating for sure.
It's one of the best tournaments ever, and I played a
Thank
lot
you.
of tournaments. I'm dead serious.
Oh, that
Seriously.
makes me feel like
I want to
doing
give you your
something
flowers
right.
on that.
Thank you so much.
Seriously.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Yes.
it's definitely a process. It's definitely a lengthy process of planning, a lengthy process of organizing, a lengthy process of decor, a lengthy process of what brands is going to be, involved, and like what brands can't coincide with each other is what can. And,
Right.
We've been fortunate enough to have repeated brands come back because they enjoy it so
Right.
much, and everyone's just good vibes, good energy. And I try to figure out how to like top it every year, because it's like, what am I gonna do next, and how am I gonna do it better, and what can I do to improve? It's hard though. It's really
like
hard.
I'm a pro golfer. I've been playing golf since I was 9. Right. I'm 30. I'm gonna be 33 in June. I'm a Gemini. Yeah, I'm crazy. 32. I'm 32 now, but I couldn't have done the tournament you did. And I've been in golf for 24 years. I couldn't do it the way Telli did it. I'm telling you, the Pelican Hill really had me in awe because, like I said, there were so many amazing things happening. People were being fed. There's all these celebrities there. Everyone's chill. No one's like being crazy. It was just, the weather was perfect, and it's Pelican Hills.
The view is amazing.
If you guys are from California, Pelican Hill, that alone, you're probably paying $400 just to play. Just to play. There's no event. $400 just to play. And you can't even get a tee time. So,
Right.
anyway, that event was amazing. I wanted to give
you.
you your flowers. I didn't get to talk to you about this, but I wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
It's
I was
amazing.
telling our videographer, shout out to Mac. I was telling him, I was like, he met me on a whole nother setting, a very professional, very business oriented, very charitable setting.
Right.
And this is a whole nother setting than what he knows me as.
Yeah.
So this is more chill. This is more
Right.
raw. This is more organic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So golfing at 21, winning your first tournament is, again, like the feeling of just being able to drink.
Right.
And being a professional golfer, winning your first tournament and being able to travel the world.
Yeah.
And having that experience, like that feeling of exhilaration,
Yeah.
like I feel like that would be like unmatched. Like no one can tell me shit at 21 and I'm winning this tournament.
Yeah.
Like what do you do at that point? Like at such a young age, being that, successful.
No, that was, I think that was actually my Achilles heel because I was 21. I'm not fully mature. I was not mature at all, actually, if I look back. I was arrogant, I wasn't even performing well in the events that I got in. Every event was actually, so $1 million purse at least. So I had a couple tournaments that were a $5 million purse. So how that works in the pro golf world is if it's like a $5 million purse, the champion that wins gets 18% of that. So 18% of 5 million, right, is 10. It's almost $1 million if you win. And
so where does the rest of the percentages distribute to?
Yeah, so it would be a winner gets around $800,000 for a $5 million purse, and then it goes down to top 50. So there's like a cut.
Oh, so everyone from top 50 wins a
Gets
prize
paid.
pot. Oh, wow.
But actually, the last place gets $7,000.
Oh, wow. So how many people play in?
150.
Oh, okay.
150 people
it's
in
a
the world.
third.
Yeah, and whatever, like you're part of what you do. Many things that Telli does. One of which is a model, right? Imagine being in a room with 150 models that all have bandwidth, done a lot of things in their space.
Right.
You're competing with all of them. It's not like you're just competing with someone on the street.
Yeah, and then when you put everything into consideration, like let's say for example, like you're at a young age. I'm competing with vets. I'm competing. You know what I'm saying? And even
Great
with me,
point.
like I'm 37 years old, and I'm competing with 16-year-olds, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to retire soon. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm getting old. So it's like, how was that being like such a young age, being on this huge tour, competing with vets, and winning such a big prize pot?
That was
Pressure.
That's a really good point, because a lot of the times the vets, they played that course. They played that course 5 years. It's my first time, and my first event was in China. So how China works is they don't really allow you on the course if it's an exclusive course. I get one round, and these other pros that are veterans, they played it 20 times, 30 times. And seeing a course, it's important, because if you don't know the grass, because there's a lot of different type of grass, there's different layouts. In golf, you got to be comfortable seeing a certain hole. Like,
so if you've never played a course before and you're on tour, do you try to get a tee time to play the course before the tour starts, or like do you just play it and thug it out and like kind of just go out and just do your thing?
If I have so in America, it'd be a lot easier.
Right.
If I said I'm on tour, they'll let me on. But in Asia, like China, Japan, and Korea, the country clubs are so exclusive. Like their memberships are $4 million, because there's not a lot of. Asia's a lot smaller. Like Korea, for instance, it's a lot smaller than America. There's not a lot of clubs.
For the people in the golf world, or not in the golf world, I'm sorry, golf is not a cheap sport, first and foremost. Clubs that you have to have, the certain amount of clubs that you have to have, the bag that you have to have, the clubs in, a cart, whatever, is not a cheap sport. Shoes, outfit, like it's a whole thing.
It's expensive.
Very much so.
Yeah, like I remember playing in Korea, asking for a practice round, and they're like, "Yeah, that's $500." Because you're paying for
The course.
the course. You're paying for the caddy,
the caddy.
the sauna, the food. Like they're not allowing you to just go to play golf. So yeah, it was I don't. And in Korea, I didn't have access. China, I didn't have access. So I only got one round. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was tough. It was really difficult.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in that one round of practice, when you're in tour, what did you place?
So the best place that I got in my tour was a top 20, and
For just one practice.
for one practice round.
Wow, that's good.
It was tough, and I'm not gonna even blow smoke. I did not play well that year, and I still got paid like high six figures because of sponsors. Because the tournaments I was playing with, it was highly televised in Asia, so I had sponsors. I had cementing companies, insurance companies.
So you can have any type of sponsor.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if it's not golf related. It can be any type of sponsors, so they can get publicity when you play, and go about it that way. Like there's not any type of restrictions as to what your sponsorship entails when you go on these tours.
You almost prefer a non-golf company, because the main company that sponsored me was a cementing company. They cemented all buildings. They cemented elevators. And the reason why I say that is because their budget's higher. In the golf world, it's tougher because they say, hey, I'm going to give you clubs. And that's it.
It's an exchange.
It's like,
a collaboration, right?
Yeah, like I don't need clubs.
Right.
I need money.
And I want my clubs, my custom clubs, the way they fit me and
Exactly.
I'm used to. Not like, 110%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, cementing company was my main sponsor. I had people like massage chairs hitting me up. Like, hey, like what they would do is, so how it worked when I was playing in Asia was left chest cost a certain way, right chest, left side of the hat, right side of the hat, left
What's
shoulder.
more seen?
Exactly, because you got to remember in golf it's a 5-hour thing. So they're banking on you playing well. So if you're playing well, you're getting a lot of television action.
Right.
A lot of eyeballs. And, so golf is a high-end sport too. So a lot of the companies that are higher end, they want to be on whatever, your bag, your hat, your shirt.
Exactly.
Things of that nature.
And then it's like, does it work a certain type of way if, like, let's say you're right-handed and, you know, this shoulder shows more than the other
100%.
shoulder. Like, is this one going to cost, this side costs more than the other side, you know? Like,
that matters for sure, 100%. Yeah. They're competing with, like, to be honest with you, I can't name the names, but right now even, I have 3 clothing brands trying to have me on. And I'm talking to them about how I'm going to place their brand. 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
That matters.
110. Even like, you know, with boxing. Like, do you want to be on the center? Do you want to be in the back?
Right.
Do you want to be on the bottom corner?
Right.
Like, yeah, no, 110%. That is definitely a thing.
Right.
And do you particularly pick and choose your sponsors of things that you like to work with? Or do you go more so based on, like, who's paying? Or is it like a, you know, a balance of the two?
You know, I'm going to just be honest right now. I turned down PXG. I was with PXG. I don't know if you know PXG, the brand. I was with them for 3 years. I turned them down because, for me, I realized something after being with the golf club brand. I couldn't be authentic. I couldn't say, this club is trash. I had to, you know, kind of like say, hey, this is all good, right?
Right.
And so I think being kind of like a free agent from the club brands is what I want to do personally. I don't know if that's answering your question, but no, that's what my lane is going.
Right.
I want to be more authentic to my audience. I want to tell them, hey, this is trash and this is good.
110%. And I'm going to correlate on a promotional standpoint when it comes to Instagram, right? Like, I am a brand ambassador for a lot of companies, but I'm not going to be a brand ambassador for something that I don't personally use or I don't personally like. Like, I've been working with Fashion Nova for probably a decade.
Right.
And I feel like if I'm going to work with a company, like let's just say Fashion Nova, for example, I'm going to pick my outfits the way I would dress them up and I would wear them, because I feel like that's the most organic way for people to realize it's, even though it's paid, like, this is something that she would put on and put together, as opposed to, like, she would never wear that outfit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, to make it more organic, like you said, like, okay, I am with a club. I wouldn't use this club. I wouldn't use this to drive. I wouldn't use this to putt. I wouldn't, you know, whatever it is. Like, and it makes it not authentic regardless of whatever money you're making.
Right.
You know?
100%.
So I agree with you on that. And I feel like it's more believable to your audience and you get more sales, or whatever brand it is, you get more sales that way.
Right. No, I couldn't agree with you more on every word you said, because I have a personal brand. I have my own brand. So I think about that at the end of the day. If I'm working with brands and let's say I do it for a check, you know, it's like, it's cool, but at the end of the day, I want to promote my brand. So it's like, how am I going to build that trust with my audience?
Absolutely.
I want to build a trust with my audience to say, hey, if I'm going to tell them my product is good, I better tell them every other product I promote is good.
Absolutely.
If I don't, like, why would they buy my product?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't blame them.
It's quality control. So if I'm working with a specific brand that has this quality, I want my brand to be able to coincide with the quality of things that I have.
Right.
Even if it's like a fast, let's just say fast fashion,
right,
or something that might be cheaper than what your brand consists of, you could be like, okay, this might be a fast fashion brand that's more affordable, but this is what I like from this fashion brand,
right,
or this is what my product produces, even though it's a higher end product.
Right.
Like, the quality of things that I like all have to coincide in some type of way,
right,
to where it makes sense for you in the long run.
You know,
your audience.
I want to give a cheers to Telli right here.
Cheers.
Because honestly, when I see her Instagram and she's just everywhere and doing everything, it motivates me. I'm not joking.
Thank you.
I'm just like, how is she doing all that? It's insane. Like, even doing this podcast, doing it at a spot like this, because I knew about this spot before you even told me to come here. This is a household place in Hollywood. So just the fact that you're doing all these, it motivates me.
Thank you.
Seeing you doing your thing, and it's amazing, and you deserve your flowers. And
Thank you.
I appreciate you bringing me on to give me my flowers, but you deserve your flowers, like what you do.
Thank you
Honestly,
so much.
it's crazy.
And you know what? I feel like there's so much going on in life that when you're busy, and I'm sure you deal with the same thing, like when you're busy, you don't get to take in all the things that you do and all the hard work that you put into the things that you do because you're like constantly working.
Right.
You know, and there's like, you know, when I go home tonight, I have my children to take care of,
Right.
and I have to do homework, and I have, you know, like I have to make sure you go to bed on time, and at this point I'm exhausted
Right.
because I've been talking all day, and it's like now my daughter wants to talk and tell me about her day, and you know, so it's very draining. So I 110% appreciate you for giving me my flowers, because I feel like sometimes you get to a point where you're not realizing your accomplishments because you do so much in the day. And I'm sure, like, as a busy professional, you know, athlete, you're like, okay, I have golf. I have to practice golf. And then I have this sponsorship, and I have this obligation to do. And then I have to spend time with family. Then I have to spend time, again, decompressing. You have to put decompression in there because it's like, when do I have to have a moment to mentally clear everything that's going on in my life? You know what I'm saying? Work, family, business, whatever that may be, of like a woosah. You know what I'm saying? Grab a drink, put your feet up, Netflix and chill, whatever it may be. You need that. It's essential because you'll lose it. Right. You know? So it's just like, you know, when you say like, how are you doing all this? And I'm like, how the fuck do you golf? Like, it's tough, you know? So I give you your flowers and the things that you do, because golf, like, I could play Top Golf, I could do a round at Pelican, I could do a round at Porter Valley, whatever. It's not easy. And you literally have to know every little thing, which club to use. Like, there's people that don't play with caddies. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, how is this course? Like, then you have to figure out on your own. And that's an even more tougher situation. You know, and then there's people that come in playing golf for the first time at 35, you know, and not when they were young. So, and it's just like getting your stroke down and like swinging properly and the positioning and all of that stuff. Like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's hard.
Yeah. But you have the hardest job in the world. You're a mother.
Oh, that's tough.
That's the hardest job. I have 3 sisters, and 2 of them they have multiple kids. And I see how they live, and I'm just like, damn.
It's a village. It takes a village, literally.
Just being a mother is the hardest job in the world. I don't care about entrepreneurship. Forget entrepreneurship. Forget about professional golf. Forget all of that. Being a mother is... I look at my own mom, like, I don't know how you did it.
You know what's crazy? They said that studies show that being a mother is equivalent to having 2.5 jobs with 1 child.
100%.
With 1 child.
At the least.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. Insane.
Yeah. I look at myself, I'm like, Mom, I don't know how you did it. My ungrateful ass sometimes, you know? Like,
yeah, no, and it's crazy. You don't realize it as a kid until you have your own child. The what is the word I'm looking for? I guess the patience, the compromise that you have to have as a parent.
Right.
You know, like, you can't be too much of a homie. You can't be too strict, because then they rebel. So it's like, how do you find that happy medium of trying to, like, all right, I want you to be able to tell me stuff, but I also don't want you to disrespect me and watch your mouth, because I'm going to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how do you find that, like, medium of parenting and kids? Do you want kids? Are you ready for kids?
I do want kids. I'm actually getting married in September.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm in love with my fiance. I know she's the one. She's a boss. Her family has a sushi restaurant right here, Hollywood Sushi.
What?
Near Rustic. I mean, not Rustic, Runyon.
Oh, yeah. I love that. I gotta go.
Yeah, we'll get you some for the show.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, no, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared to have kids because I'm still a kid. You know, I feel that way.
But you know what? It grows you up really fast.
Really?
Where it's like you just get to a point of you have to grow up. I had a kid at a very young age. I had my son when I was 20 years old.
Wow.
So I got married super young. I was pregnant at 19, had a baby at 20. I was married at 18. Married at 18, pregnant at 19, had a baby at 20. So it was very like grow up,
Right.
grow up, grow up,
Right.
you know? And I pretty much had no choice,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm here with a kid. I'm going to college. I got, I'm married. It was a lot going on. So,
Right.
like at that age where I'm not to the point of where I'm at now with, business, entrepreneurship, charity, whatever, it was like, oh my gosh, I have to literally get it together. Thankfully, I was the eldest of all my siblings, so I already knew, like, my brother is 7 years younger than me, and my twin sisters are 16 years apart from me.
Oh,
so
wow.
we had, like, obviously helped my mom and dad take care of my brother and my twin
Right.
sisters. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I know how to change diapers.
Right.
I know how it is to take care of a child. But again, I was still a child too.
Right.
So I had to grow up really fast and like had no choice but to kind of like get my shit together
Yeah.
sooner than I would have liked.
You deserve everything you're getting because as the oldest child, I'm not the oldest child, but as the eldest child,
The
you had to sacrifice a lot,
Yeah.
right? And that's amazing what you're doing right now. And you're only 37.
Yeah.
That's-
Only I feel like, oh, I'm so old.
37 is the new 17, I
Oh,
feel
man.
like. I really do.
You know what? If I can take it back to like where I'm at when I'm 37 as to where I'm at when I'm 25 or when I'm 21 or 18 years old, I would rather be 37. 110%. Like, and the way that I did it, and like I feel like if you're able to grow every year gracefully, ungracefully, trials, tribulations, it's all a part of life. Like if you're able to grow as long as you're growing,
Right.
you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And there's times in life where you're gonna fail and you're not gonna be where you want to be, but that's life.
Right.
Like I can't
100%.
say every day is perfect. Every
Right.
day I'm happy and every day
Right.
is pots of gold.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's struggles and there's definitely hardship, but I'm very grateful and I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful of where I am with podcasts,
Right.
with charity, with
Yeah.
modeling. It's just been growth and I'm beyond grateful. So
I did a little research. I looked at all your past guests. I'm like, the guests that you've had on this show is amazing.
thank you.
I really like the show that you did with Mike, the Chinatown Market.
Yes,
I thought that
he's
was
amazing. He's amazing, and he actually gave me some super exclusive stuff. So
That's
shout out
awesome.
to Mike. He gave me this smiley face basketball
That's amazing.
and smiley face gloves that only Mike Tyson has, and I'm super grateful.
That's crazy.
So shout out to Mike,
That's
and
crazy.
he made an amazing clothing brand, and his story is amazing. So make sure you guys tune into that episode.
Absolutely.
And time for family with all this golf, all this sponsorship. How do you have time for everything?
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out because I'm a human, right? I argue with my significant other. I can be an asshole because I don't make time. Not like actually an asshole, but I think I'm being an asshole sometimes when I don't prioritize my significant other because I'm working so much.
Right.
I need to.
And then work gets frustrating, and then you bring it home.
Absolutely. And from customer service to my brand to, answering DMs to I want to cater to my following because I want to be authentic, and it's a lot, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I always pray because I pray about, I need to focus on what's important in my life.
Absolutely.
And never forget why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
It's everything for my future wife and my
Right.
future family. That's why I do it. And sometimes I could be feeling myself thinking I'm some hot shot, but all in all, it's about my significant other. And
I love that.
I'm trying to focus more on that and tap into that more. I'm a
love
family
that.
guy. I love my parents. I love my family. So that's how I was raised.
Absolutely. I love that. And shout out to your fiance.
Thank you.
And having a good man that understands the things that he needs to fix, because that's definitely you know, it starts with understanding and starts with that's how you're finding out the root of the problem is in fixing the problem and leading to betterment of whatever it is that you want to better. 100%. So shout out to you for that. And knowing that it's something that you need to, you know, make better.
100%. I think,
and I'm sure she appreciates that too.
I hope she does. You know, and she does. I just think this generation, it's so easy to be next.
Yes.
Next.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I always remind myself that it's like, you know what? I can say next all I want, but I know she's a real one. Let's not let this fight dictate that. That's not important.
Your grass grows where you water it, you
Absolutely.
guys. The grass is not greener ever on the other side. The grass is only greener if you're not watering your own.
Right.
And that's
facts.
That's my little spiel of the day.
100%. Hashtag facts.
Yes.
100%.
So you have your own company of golf sleeves. Let's talk about it.
Yes. So just a little backstory about how I started my brand. I was struggling a lot after I won. I struggled a lot because I was arrogant. You know, I was arrogant, thinking I don't need to, you know, change my swing or whatever. And then fast forward about 2016, 2017, I get injured. With my thumb. I tore a ligament in my thumb, and my mom is a former fashion designer. She used to be a fashion designer. She made clothes for JCPenney, Macy's. She's a Korean woman that came into the United States like early 1980s, which was kind of unheard of, and do fashion. Graduated from FIDM, and I will never forget this day. We were at some Asian bakery. I was just sitting down. I was like depressed. I can't even golf. I was injured, and I told my mom, like, let's make a logo. I just want to start a golf brand. Let's just do it. And she made a logo. Within 3 days, I make a hat. Wasn't even about the sleeves. And fast forward to 2018, I was like, you know what? Clothing is too difficult. I'm gonna tap into the sun sleeves because I had skin problems when I was a kid on my arms. And I was like, you know what? A lot of Asians wear sun sleeves. Let me introduce this to America. A lot of Americans don't really know about the sun sleeves. Asians do. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to find a factory in Korea. I found a factory in Korea. I made the sleeves. I knew all the pro golfers because I played. Right. You know, I knew probably 10 of the top 20 in the world. I was like, hey, like, your caddies need it?
Right.
So that's how it started. And now I do, you know, I'm blessed to say that I do sleeves for all the Live Tour teams.
That's amazing.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I do PGA Tour players, top 5 guys in the PGA Tour. Their caddies wear it. I actually did a sleeve for Canelo.
Oh wow.
Canelo in 2021. Tyron Woodley's a guy that reps my sleeves. Just to talk about fighting.
And you do have the sleeves here.
I do have the sleeves here.
Yes. And where can we get the sleeves? What's the link to the sleeves?
This is ourstory.com. OURSTORYI.com. My last name's in it. You know, it just turned into this. We're in over 120 country clubs now. I'm doing a deal with the PPA tour, which is the pickleball tour, which is, I know pickleball is
it's huge right now.
It's crazy.
I never thought pickleball would, first of all, like, it would be a thing. Like, I have pickleball at my house.
That's
literally. Like, I have a pickleball situation at my house.
I didn't think pickleball was gonna. So this was crazy. This agent calls me. He's like, hey, like, our player bought your sleeves online. He's the #1 player in the world. And I was like, Ben Johns.
Wow.
2 years ago. And I was like, I don't know anything about pickleball. And he's like, yeah, like, you know, you want to do something with our player, pay him monthly? And I was like, no. Because I didn't know anything about pickleball.
Right.
So now that pickleball has just gotten up, you know, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, all these guys have bought teams. Like, all right, I got to pay attention.
Right.
So now I contacted the PPA tour, and, you know, they're interested in bringing in all their events. So, you know, I'm working on that.
Amazing.
And I'm trying to get into streetwear.
So it is not just a golf sleeve.
Definitely
it
not.
is a sun sleeve in general.
Absolutely.
For everyone that needs a sleeve.
Yes.
In general.
Absolutely. 100%. And we have kid sleeves. You know, we're it's pending, but I'm talking to, you know, amusement parks for the kids.
Yes.
Because, you know, sunscreen isn't really healthy. It does help, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bash sunscreen, but it's chemicals.
Right.
You know, it's chemicals, and you got to reapply every 2 hours. So that's why my thing was, okay, these sleeves have 50 SPF. You don't need to put chemicals on, so why not wear a sun sleeve?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yes.
And this is a sleeve as well too. So both
Yes.
of them are sleeves. They're just packaged differently. So what's the
Packaged
difference?
differently, yes. This is retail, and this is for our online consumer.
Got it.
But retail gets this, so they can hang it up.
They can
But
hang.
Yeah, this is for the retail.
Okay, so there's two different versions,
Yes.
online and retail versions. They both serve the same purpose. They
Yes.
both have SPF,
Yes.
and they're from a range of age from children to adults.
Yes.
So make sure you guys shop our story. We will put the URL on the bottom of the page
Yes.
and shop the URL for our story. Sun sleeves, not just golf sleeves. So whatever sport that you
Yes.
guys do or go out and go to Disneyland, get your sun sleeves.
We'll have a special discount code for the podcast.
Oh,
too.
that would be amazing.
100%.
Yes. And we'll put the discount code in the description
Yes.
of the episode as well
Absolutely.
too.
We also do this really good tournament. It's hosted by a woman named Telli Swift. It's a boxing event
Yes,
charity.
yes.
It was in June. It was in that tournament.
Yes, so we do have the golf sleeves in the gift bags, guys. So if
Yes.
you guys ever want to go to the tournament, support the tournament, sponsor the tournament, join the tournament, be a part of the tournament, you will get you a golf sleeve as well too. So make sure you guys tune into our story, get your golf sleeves, sun sleeves, and so forth.
Yes.
And we play a game for everyone that comes on the
Okay.
show. We're going to play Pick Your Poison after dark, and I'm going to
Perfect.
play with you. So you can leave it on.
Okay.
Leave it on. We'll
you.
promo that over this.
Okay.
We're not getting a sponsorship with Pick Your Poison. So Pick
You
Your
guys better
Poison.
step your game up.
Pick Your Poison.
Step your game up.
So we're going to do 6 cards each. And the rules of the game is you pick 2 cards and say, would you rather do what's on this card? Would you rather do what's on that card?
Okay.
Rules, you can't remix the questions.
Okay.
You can give an explanation to why you answered the way that you answered, but you have to answer.
Okay, got
Because
it.
people come on here trying to cheat. Okay. And I'll pick my cards. You can pick as well too. I play with you. I don't know what's going on over here. Crazy
That's
cards.
a funny card right there. Oh my god, that's terrible. I can't believe I gotta read these. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah,
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first
Okay,
because that's a
go for
crazy
it.
card. All right.
Go for it.
So I read 2 cards. Both
Yes.
of them?
Like,
Okay.
would I rather do what's on that card or that card?
Okay. So the first card is have a set of 6 milk-producing cow udders on your chest.
Gross.
Okay, this is even crazier though. Never have sex again.
I'll do the udders because I can get them removed. Shout out to plastic surgery and a great surgeon that I know, Ben Telli. Even though you don't do body, you will be doing my body and removing my udders, okay? Because I'm just, the not sex again is crazy.
That's like any human being that don't choose this. Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, it's like you can get those removed. That's okay.
Yeah.
And leave a pair. But like, you know what I'm saying? The non-sex thing is like, why wouldn't you want pleasure in your life?
That was an easy decision, I feel like.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, would you rather secretly have sex with the partner of someone at the table or marry someone of a gender you're not attracted to?
Oh my goodness. I'm only gonna have to go for the first one because those are the only 2 decisions. But
I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who's having sex with someone they're a gender they're not attracted to?
I
It's
can't do that.
It's
Okay.
crazy because there's times where Deontay's like at the podcast and you know I ask questions like crazy questions like this and he's looking at the person and he's over there like cracking up and the person's like, oh my god, I'm about to answer this question because he's here.
Right.
And I'm like, you can't come if you're gonna scare people away.
He was
It's always a good time.
super nice too when you introduced me at Pelican. Honestly, like the best dude.
Thank
honestly.
you.
So okay, here's the next 2. Register yourself as a sex offender or drink a diarrhea milkshake. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I would rather, I'm not a sex offender, guys, but I would rather register myself as a sex offender And I might probably just stay inside the house the whole time because I don't want to face no one that thinks I'm a sex offender, but I'm not eating diarrhea. That's just fucking disgusting.
If you register yourself as that, no one's taking that seriously. Let's put it that way.
Like, I'm like, and I feel like if I did register myself as a sex offender, someone would want to have sex anyway. I'd be like, sorry, but...
don't drink that diarrhea.
Yeah, like, I'm not... And I feel like even if people did think I was a sex offender, it's like... I don't know. Moving forward. Would you rather put your hand in a blender and turn it on, or poop out a billiard ball? Damn. Every which way you're going is painful, I would think.
I gotta poop out a billiard ball because I feel like the hand, like, I can't golf anymore.
Right. You gotta think about your profession here.
Yeah, like, I ain't swinging my booty. I'm swinging my hands. So I definitely am gonna go with the pooping out the 8-ball.
I am crying.
All right. So there's between these two, be sexually attracted. Why did I choose everything sexual? Be sexually attracted to an intimate object and nothing else.
An object?
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Or drink a gallon of breast milk that your mom has been saving since you were an infant.
Disgusting. Okay.
Wow.
Here's my explanation.
Yes.
I'm doing being sexually attracted to an object of my choosing. My choosing would be the rose. And that's an object. And I'm in love with my rose. And that's end of discussion. That is an object. I don't got to drink my mom's breast milk from 37 years ago, and Lord knows what that tastes like.
I don't blame you.
And it's probably great protein. Sorry, Mom, but I'm just not doing it. Like, now I am acquainted to what taste actually is. I don't know if I would prefer. I don't even drink regular milk. Like, I have to have almond or oat. So.
Can I ask you a question? Is that an Asian thing? Because I can't drink milk either.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm lactose.
It might be both, because I feel like a lot of black people are lactose intolerant, and I feel like a lot of Asian people are lactose intolerant.
I'm lactose.
I really genuinely feel like that. And I like, even in my coffee, I get like oat or almond milk or soy milk, but regular milk, like...
It don't register with me.
No.
For sure.
But you know what's crazy? I can actually do ice cream.
So could I.
That's so weird.
I can do ice cream, but I can't do milk. Like 2%. I can't do that.
Like, it's so strange.
It's weird.
What is that?
It's
like, dairy people, tune in and let us know, please. Okay. Would you rather, last but not least, drink 12 ounces of someone else's chewing tobacco spit, or have sex with someone 40 years older than you?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, like, that's an easy question for me. I'm not drinking that tobacco.
No. 110%. I'll take the saggy balls for 200. Like, I am sorry.
Absolutely.
You're talking about disgust and pleasure.
Yeah. I ain't drinking that tobacco. I'm just be real with you.
And the pleasure might be disgusting as well, too. But
yeah. And I ain't married.
Chewing tobacco spit?
Absolutely
12
not.
ounces? Do you guys know how much 12 ounces is?
I didn't even hear that part.
12 ounces.
No
it's
chance.
not even like
no chance.
3 ounces, 2 ounces.
It's more than this.
This is like 6 ounces, maybe 8.
No chance.
Max.
No chance.
Max.
I'm
12
dying.
ounces?
No chance. That's disgusting.
That's 4 ounces from a pound. Like, that is a lot of tobacco spit. And tobacco spit is slimy, mucusy, colored.
No chance.
Disgusting.
No chance.
So that's what's 40 years older than you? What age is that? 70?
41?
No.
Oh.
You're not 1 year old. 40 years older than you.
Oh.
So how old is that? Like, how old are you?
Oh, damn. I'm 32.
Okay, so 32. So 72.
72.
That's pretty old.
I'm going to have to blindfold myself, but yeah. Yeah, no, I'm still choosing that, but still, that's crazy.
12 ounces?
Yeah, that's gross. I can't even look at it. I would throw up just looking at it. Like,
no facts.
Yeah. So.
And then it's like, what if the consequence is like, if you throw up, you got to eat your throw up because you didn't finish the 12 ounces? It's like, and then there's no reward. You're just drinking it.
Yeah,
like,
no
what?
chance. That ain't happening.
Are you crazy? And then the is the 40 like a one and done?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one and done.
I gotta get these cards. This is interesting
it's
questions.
A good drinking, It's a good drinking game,
I think
right?
so. I think so. These are crazy.
Answer a drink, like. All right, it's on you. Last one on you.
Oh, I think I already did 3.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay,
I did 3.
so tell everybody where they can find you, where they can get the golf sleeves, what you have coming up, all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram, Sammy Golf, SAMYI Golf, one word. You can find the sleeves at ourstory.com. Use the special discount code that we're gonna give Telli's special podcast, and yes, look us out on TV if you're an avid golf watcher. Live Tour, PGA Tour. It's gonna be all over this summer, so appreciate you guys.
Make sure you guys shop because we have the best, highest discount code available.
Yes.
And make sure you tune into everything that Sam has going on. Follow him on Instagram and shop his sun sleeves, guys. And it's not just for golf, it's for everyone that wants to protect their arms and not have to use SPF because it has SPF built inside. And that is it for Telli Talks.
Thank you guys.